Bim, guess what? We're live. And we're going to be looking at a magazine. Not done a magazine for a while. I've done some stuff about a year ago, actually, that was magazines and that kind of thing. But I thought, you know what? Sometimes it's better to go back to stuff that you've already done and then do it again. Because I'll be honest with you, I bought this camera and I've not used it. And it's been like a waste of money. But anyway, fingers crossed, we are actually going to be working. Right, we've got people watching and it looking like it's live. Right then, so ZAPP 64. ZAPP 64 was a magazine that was the first gaming magazine I ever bought. Initially, I had a VIC-20. I bought a VIC-20 because I didn't want to buy an NES or a Master System because they were aimed at kids. And at the time, I wasn't a kid. I was a late teenager, early 20s, because I'm really old. And I didn't want to buy a toy. So I bought a home computer, which was the VIC-20, which I then upgraded to the 64, Commodore, obviously. Not Nintendo. That's to come later. Anyway, the magazine ran for quite a long while, actually, and made some, well, for me, household names. Famous people like Jaz Rignall and, well, the other ones. But anyway, the good news is someone brought in some ZAPP 64s today. Hi, Mr. Bus Driver. I threw all mine away about 10 years ago. I had every issue. But I kept the covers, which I threw away about 5 years ago. Because recycling was big then, and you have to kind of recycle stuff. So I recycled stuff, and that meant basically that I'd messed up. What's that? Oh, is that that? No, it's not. What the hell is that? I've no idea what that is. Anyway, easy way to fix that. Just bear with us a minute. We're trying to be professional here at Jackie TV, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, like then, for example. Yeah. Anyway, no one saw that, it's fine. So, we've got no drop frames, so let's crack on. Now, the main reason well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons why I bought the ZAPP magazine was because of Oliver Frey, who basically was a genius. He also worked for Crash magazine. I think they both came out of the same stable, to be fair. Who knows, Jaz maybe even worked for the enemy, Crash. Anyway, the idea is you open it up and you see the price of magic. $9.95 for Amstrad 464, 664, 6128, Atari 64K, BBC 32, Commodore 64, MX 64, and Spectrum 48K and 128K. Independent creatures, initiative puzzles, sophisticated word recognition, many powerful spells, vivid, witty responses, and 200 plus locations, all illustrated, but not on the BBC. No, they were ITV only. As you rise from the Sorcerer's Apprentice to Supreme Wizard, the price of magic will keep you spellbound. Yeah, I never bought it, never played it, no idea. Didn't know it existed, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, the main inside cover of ZAPP 64. This issue was edited by Roger Keane. Assistant editor was Gary Penn. He's quite famous. He actually wrote a movie, a quite important movie. I can't remember what it was now because I don't care. Sean Masterson. Software editor was Julian Rignall, or Julian Rignall as we like to know him. Software reviewers Gary Liddell and Paul Summer. Staff writer Lloyd Managram. Computing writer John Midson, art director Oliver Frey, Oliver Frey, art director Dick Shiner, production William Weston, production Gordon Juris and Tony Leaton, process camera Matthew Uffindell, photographer Cameron Pound, advertisement manager Roger Bennett, subscriptions is Dennis Roberts, and mail order was Carol Kinsey. Because back in them days, that's what you had to do. You had to mail order your stuff through. Unlike now, where you just click on a button and there it is. Anyway, this is July 1986. What were you doing in July 1986? Imagine you weren't drinking gin, which I'm doing. You may not have even been alive, let's be honest. You're all that young. Who cares? Who knows? Anyway, there were a few adverts in there, including giant posters. At last, Oliver Frey posters for your wall. So again, Oliver Frey. That was actually a Zap 64 cover, as was that. I dare say they, I don't recognise them particularly, may have been from the Crash magazine. But £2.50 each for a poster. That's pretty damn good value for a work of art. I mean, the guy was a genius. Is a genius. I nearly met him at a Comic-Con I went to. I say nearly. I kind of saw him from a distance. I went, oh my god, that's him. And then, yeah, that was it. Anyway, Virgin Games presents James Cavell Shuken, The Game. Set in 1600 in around 130 screens of beautiful Japanese landscapes, you must live out the political struggle of the times in this initiative and sophisticated arcade adventure with icon-driven commands. Nah. Britain's best-selling fluffy lollipop magazine. Zapped Ed. Zapped Ed was editorial. So basically this was the editorial Roger Keane wittering on about crap that we don't care about. There was a new kid on the block. It was before PGA. It was probably before Tiger Woods. It was Leaderboard. Look at that. 18 whole golf courses, but multiple 18. If you got it on tape, it was £9.95. If you got it on disc, which was 5¼ inch. You don't know what 5¼ inch is? Wait till you wake up early in the morning and then have a look downstairs. 5¼ inches. Practice driving range. It was by US Gold. Amazing sound. The most realistic 3D golf simulator available, and it probably was until I got the Super Famicom Super Golf, which was much better, I'll be honest with you. And swing your way to a record round. Now you can become a golf pro and experience the thrill of having your name upon the leaderboard. With this amazingly realistic simulation, you get true perspective view of your golf game as you play on different 18-hole courses on levels varying from amateur to touring professional. You'll need skill, concentration and control to come under par, it says. And there's loads of really cool pictures of, well, BS, I'll be honest. Anyway, rap was a big thing. So we had ZZAP, rap. Not a lot of serious mail this month. We're obviously moving into what press call silly season. So this must have been August, July, yeah, fits. Please publish. Dear Lloyd, I must put the proverbial pen to paper and preach your praises on your periodical pulp publication Zap. It's the most profoundly perfect paper possible. Not only do we have your perceptive, piquant yet pertinent prose to please us, also Zap is possibly packed with pretty pickies, whereas other publishers' pathetic packages are padded out with preposterous poncy piffle. Zap persists in packing a punch. Yeah. Professor Percy Pemberton Pon Campery Pims, Clayton, Newcastle. I hate you. Anyway, hi, Super Gamer Plays. Also, being kidnapped was a big thing. Hello, can you will pie scan? I am watching you. Pay for 8 Mets murder of Zapp's Adam. So quite sinister. Don't like sinister. Sinister scares me. And then you had some readers' letters and magazines and pictures like that, which was, let's be honest. You had the incredibly handsome Julian Rignall there. Dear Zapp, you probably won't print this, but please take note. I'm writing in a reply to a letter in your mail issue where a person called Percy the Pervert wrote the subject of women in Zapp. I can't agree more. Women are just Zapp. Indeed, I need to add a bit of spice to it, especially if they're pictures of Claire Hirsch. You won't print any more pictures of Claire. Maybe you will send a couple of me, or maybe... so yeah, that was the handsome. I wish I was... to be fair, I wish I looked like him back in the day. I'm glad I don't look like him now, though. I'll be honest with you. Atari and 64 Smash It Mercenary, now out on Commodore +4. +4. That was the biggest waste of money ever. Next page. Who is the infiltrator? I don't care. Playing footsie. Dear Lloyd, I'm an enthusiastic reader of your mag. After reading your review of Uridum, I bought the game and I am happy to say it's even better than your review said. Unfortunately, I can't get past level 13. So for a change, I decided to play with my feet and I've managed to reach level 6. Does anyone at ZZAP play with their feet? Gaspen played Eldion with his feet, although only his right big toe for the spacebar, and similarly for the smart bomb on Guardian. However, the practice is banned in the office for various obvious reasons. Who would want Rignallian and Legionian pinkies waving all over the place when you're trying to concentrate on the wafting perfume of Ludlow's bursting blossoms of June? Was the answer. The David Crane interview, don't care. I'll be honest with you. I don't care. I don't give a flying left jangly bit. And then we've got some other writing stuff that I don't care about. A little computer person writes, LCP. That was a game. My name is Francis. I'm a little computer person. There are a few small points that must be made about us. The reason that all us LCPs are such brillo pianists is because we must pass the LCPC PPE, Little Computer Person's Complete Piano Players exam. When I have been reading my BWPs, Big Word Person magazine called Paz. Yes, I know it's wrong, but have you ever tried reading a magazine which a BWP doesn't not realise that is amazing? That's what it kind of helps. Anyway, I actually bought BLP, and I'll be honest with you, it was absolute waste of money. Next page. Zapp Rap went on for ages. Look, Laurel and Hardy, or is it Hardy and Laurel? Never remember. I don't really care. And there's a fish picture there. And look, there's a little, whatever he's called, going, ugh. Well, wiki questions, don't care. And the little cartoon thing, really don't care. Oh, adverts. Oh, hang on. It's a doubles page super spread. A bit like nightclubs, it's super spreader. Load up the hot shots and Yeah Kung Fu, Milky. I mean, Yeah Kung Fu 10 out of 10 at the time. Milky 1 out of 10. Movie, not a clue. Ping Pong 1 out of 10. Greenberry 5 out of 10. It's not the hot shots that it's claiming, but imagine, and you can fire up your imagination. Oh, and says there, screenshots taken from various computer formats. Get a jail-free cards. Zapp Test. So, one thing I liked about Zapp was, when they reviewed games, they didn't have one reviewer. They had 1, 2, 3 reviewers reviewing the game. So Popeye, which was $7.95 on cassette, joystick or keys, and in brackets redefinable. Was a game about Popeye, I see. Anyway, presentation got 80%, graphics 93, sound 41, hookability 81, 75% lastability, value for money 76, and overall 78, which was a combination of the various scores from JR, GP, and GL. Then golf, like I said before leaderboard, before Tiger Woods, there was leaderboard, which was the leading board game of golf. And I'll be honest with you, it's so good to be the reviewers just go on and on. It says there with the little character whose name I can't remember. Look down in the comments, someone will have put in whose the name is was. So you got PS, JR, and JP again, and presentation is 95%, graphics 89%, sound 88%, hookability 97. 96% lastability, 96% value for money, overall 97%. So they loved golf. But I wasn't into golf, I'll be honest with you. Incentive come out with a game called Graphic Adventure Creator. And it was the Graphic Adventure Creator. The amazing combined text and graphic adventure generator enables you to produce fast, compact adventure games with a minimum of effort and the maximum of creativity. Stunning graphics can be created quickly and easily with a powerful picture generator that has many features including dot, circle, elastic line, ellipse, fast fill, shading, step-by-step review, easy editing, and the ability to merge pictures. God, I wish I could merge pictures, not murder pictures. That'd be wrong. Balderdash was amazing, but then they come out with Balderdash 3. Probably less so amazing. Basically, you had a screen full of stuff that you could walk through, but you had to collect the diamonds without getting crushed by the boulders. So if you walk down here, for example, and then across there and then down there, that boulder then would drop on you and kill you. So you had to figure out to get away, to get round where you needed to go to get to the gold or the exit, whichever it was. Who knows? I don't care. Anyway, there were some levels that were in space. So we got GL, GP and JR, and they come up with graphics 73%, sound 62%. I don't know if they reviewed sound, I'll be honest with you. Hookability 93, lastability 93, value for money 88, and overall 93. Now, sadly, Balderdash doesn't work in 3D. But it did work perfectly at the time, and I enjoyed playing Balderdash. Before there was Red Dead anything, there was Law of the West by Accolade for the Commodore 64 disc, $14.95, cassette $9.95. Law of the West, astounding interactive adventure, puts you right in the middle of the turbulent Old West action as the sheriff of Gold Glutch, a tough Wild West torn town as ever there was. You'll have to survive. No, you'll have all you can to survive till sundown. Till sundown. I want to survive for a week, not till night time. If you ever wanted a pin star to your chest and match the exploits of Batmasteron or White Earp, then here's your chance. Yeah, no, I'll leave that. Max Headroom. Bizarrely, incredibly bizarrely, Max Headroom had a game. WTF. Max Headroom was basically a creation, basically a guy with a plastic mask on that pretended to be computer generated that introduced pop videos. So someone thought, my ice has melted. Let's make a game of that. Anyway, they did. And it got reviewed in ZZAP. Presentation 68, graphics 69, sound 86. It was a music video thing, so 86. Still poor. Hook ability 61, last ability 52, value for money 64, overall 60. If it's less than 70, run away. Far away. How can I? And then there was Bumble. Released by Rhino. $7.95 on cassette, $9.95 on disc, joystick only. I've never heard of it. But looking at the pictures, he's got his fingers down his throat, he's covering his face, he's looking down. Presentation 70. That doesn't make sense. Graphics 36. Yeah, we had standards even in the 80s. Sound 97. 4 excellent Wii Music ditties, colour a lacklustre game. Hook ability 46, last ability 45, value for money 46, overall 47. Don't buy it. Ironically, we had another game on the other side of it. Night games. Let your can't beat a good god a good night. What? I don't know. Anyway, weirdly it was by English software, even though I can't read it. So there you go. Anyway, another 2-page explorer. We've got Nomad Rambo V. V at a game. Super Bowl and Bam Zap Pow Thud. $8.95, $8.95, $8.95, and for some reason Super Bowl in England was $9.95. Yep, me neither. Before Flight Simulator, there were other flight simulators. For example, Solo Flight Plus, $14.95. $14.95 on cassette. Look, that's your down view. That's your aeroplane flying. And you got Acrojet as well. They loved it though, to a degree. Presentation 92%, graphics 72%, sound 29%, hookability 79%, last ability 81%. They must have been bored. Hiya Figs Hero, hope you're good. Value for money 79%, overall 83%. I don't think so. Stretch your ZZAP subscription, the offer. Basically, subscribe to ZZAP and you get stuff. Yeah, never did. I'll be honest with you. Never subscribed. Because that's what I don't do. I don't subscribe. Ultimate. AKA. Rare. Are you near enough? Anyway. Rare. Rare is one of the best ones ever. Bruce Lee. I watched a documentary on Bruce Lee recently. Quite sad, really. Match Point. Nah, you're alright. Match Day now. Night Lore. And what's that one? Entombment replaces Night Lore on the Commodore 64. What? Anyway, Rare, you can get a few of these games on Rare Replay, not all of them. Biggles, before there was. Alright, Elder Quincy, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. Thanks for putting our posters up in your shop for me and Directions for Men. We salute you. If you've got any more cards, can you drop them off? Because the cards I had have all gone, which is a good thing and equally not a good thing.